Chapter 1, Part 2. Unlocking Charm. Oh, this is an unusual spellbook.
Alohomora.
Now, I wouldn't normally teach you this ingenious little charm so soon in your career. Still, it seems Miranda Goshawk thought you could be trusted. Pull up the text to learn about this spell. There are many ways to pass through locked doors in the magical world. See the fire-making spell, the gouging spell, and the reductor curse. Where you wish to enter or depart discreetly, however, the unlocking charm is your best friend. Good work. Another story, this time about the unlocking charm. Point your wand, then squeeze the T button to pull it up. You know the drill. Ready for another tale? Wand at the ready. Here we are. Want to read the story now or later?
Now.
The famous unlocking charm was introduced to Britain in the early 1600s by a wizard thief called Eldon Elsrickle, who had fled from Britain to Africa, hoping to escape punishment for a series of robberies. Elsrickle sneaked back into the country, heavily disguised and possessed of two treasures. The first was a baby monster called a Nundu, a terrifying leopard-like creature which, when full-grown, could devour whole crowds of men in a single gulp. However, the cub could be subdued with a simple whoa. No, that's not how it goes.
That was worth it. That was so worth it.
So the cub could be subdued with a simple stunning spell.
Oh, that's funny.
And Elsrickle intended to use it to guard his house when he was not there. Elsrickle's second treasure was the charm that he had learnt from an ancient African sorcerer, Alohomora, otherwise known as the unlocking charm, or the thief's friend. Elsrickle immediately resumed his career of villainy, and no house in London, whether muggle or wizard owned, was safe. Elsrickle was soon taking home priceless jewels, paintings and antiques to the house which was occupied by his Nundu. Soon, the spectral thief of old London town was making front-page news in both the wizarding and muggle worlds. Nobody could understand how the criminal was getting in and out of houses without breaking windows or using ladders. Once in a while, Elsrickle would be surprised in the home of a fellow... No, that's not how the story goes.
No, but it's funny.
Elsrickle would be surprised in the home of a fellow wizard. Whenever this happened, the cunning fellow offered to trade his fabulous new charm for his freedom. His deal was accepted so many times that soon there were a great number of so-called spectral thieves operating in the capital. Elsrickle was confident that he would never be burgled, however, because he made sure that everyone knew he owned an ever-growing... What?
Baby! No!
Oh, no, that's not the right word.
Is it not? He's not baby.
Everyone knew he owned an ever-growing...
Oh, Jesus Christ!
He
Does
put
it
it
kill
to
him?
sleep each morning through the keyhole of his door before entering the house. And woke it up in the same way when he left at night.
He forgets one time, doesn't he? Couldn't it be very easy for someone to burger him when rob from him when he's asleep?
Burgled 19 times in 2 weeks, succeeded in inventing an anti-Alohomora charm. In a single night, the wizarding doors of London were sealed shut, and task forces were dispatched to protect muggle houses too. On the last day of his life, Elsrickle returned home after being unable to commit a single burglary all night. Tired, frustrated and angry, he completely forgot about putting his Nundu to sleep through the keyhole before he entered the house. The last word he ever spoke before being pounced upon and eaten was Alohomora. Eldon came to a...
I think his last words are actually... I think those were his last words.
Right then, we'd better learn the spell. Turn the page.
Surely, if he's asleep, and because he's in his house, he put the
This page will
thing
teach
to
you
sleep,
the
surely
gesture
someone
and
could just rob him at that
incantation
point.
to open almost any lock. First, we'll learn the spell's incantation. Try that picture of some keys. Use your wand to get it going. Alohomora.
Alohomora.
To unlock doors with just a wave of the wand, speak the incantation Alohomora. Nice and clearly now. 3, 2, 1.
Alohomora.
Excellent. Well said.
Yay me.
Excellent. Now let's learn the gesture. Pull the diagram up from the page. Now, the spell requires a nice, sharp wand movement.
Okay.
Start at the bottom and go up, then diagonally down, and then across. Well done.
It's a 4.
Now make the gesture once more, this time from memory. Excellent. With this spell cast, you don't need to do the gesture again. You just start flicking your wand towards locked objects to open them. Let's see what this spell can do. Oh, there's something to unlock here. Flick your unlocking charm at the little glint.
Little glint.
Do you need a reminder? The gesture is a line straight up, then a diagonal line down and left.
Let's see.
Flick your wand towards any of those little glints you see. That shows where... Look out! Bats! Wasn't expecting that. Smells like someone's pushed... Oh, you've picked up a collectible. You'll be rich at this rate. Well
I got
done.
money,
That's
I got
most of
money,
it.
I got money, 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 I got money. Okay,
Oh,
done.
look, there's more to read about this spell.
Okie dokie.
If you're as curious about it as I am, pull up the note with your wand. Or you can just turn the page.
I can pull up the note.
Prior to the discovery of the unlocking charm, the most popular charm for the purpose was Portaberto, which usually splintered the lock from the door,
I'm
and
creepy.
occasionally left a smoking hole where the key should have been. Even this was a substantial improvement over Open Sesame, the previous most popular spell, which saw doors wrenched from their hinges and torn into firewood. You've mastered the unlocking charm. Try not to get into too much trouble with it. Turn the page when you're ready to move on.